Hey, it's Michael. I'm at the Design Museum just off High Street, Kensington, and I'm having a look through what they've got on offer. I'm on the second floor and I've actually got some Nigerian magazines that we used to have a look at when I was a kid in Nigeria. Look at those. This is from 1968, 69. Back in them days, the drum magazine was just about the biggest African magazine, and I don't think it's in publication now, but as you can see, it's really taking it back in time. I was just about to say that looks like Fela.
You're English, you can tell
That's one of Fela's albums, and that is Sunny Ade. Two of Nigeria's most famous artists. Sunny Ade was more like high life. Actually, high life. Fela was more Afrobeat. And then the third one over there was Ebenezer Obey. Through him and Sunny Ade were kind of came up at the same time. Yeah, Kanye West. Okay. I've got quite a few of Fela's albums. Yeah, that album has got the Fela Ransom Kuti, but he changed his name because Ransom was a European name. So he actually changed his name to Fela Anikulapo Kuti. That was around, he changed his name around about, well, definitely in the 70s anyway. Some drums. More drums. They used to have a drum called the talking drum in Nigeria. It's a little bit like that, actually. Yeah, it is that. That's a talking drum. And they'd basically use it to sometimes like send messages and stuff. Villages to village. I've got a bit of a sore throat, I'm afraid, so you can hear me coughing. Some storytelling with furniture. Yinka Olori. Yinka Olori, that's a Nigerian name, a Yoruba name, in fact. Color Palace. Oh, I remember that. That was on Bethnal Green Road. thought I recognised that. That's at Broadway Market, just very close to where I live. Some African fabric, more Nigerian than anywhere else. See what's upstairs.
Dyson.
Can you see here? Okay. Workman. An early Dyson. A bike clock. Espresso maker. All these inventions are designs. Oh, now that is an iconic design. A Nokia 1100. That was like a really iconic mobile phone. You either loved it or you hated it, Mama. Talking about iconic designs, that is probably the best, in my opinion, that's the best turntable ever made. A Technics 1200. That is like a Technic SL 1200. I think it's a Mark 1. It's a Mark 2. Yeah. It's a Mark 2. That's just about the best turntable ever designed, in my opinion. What else have we got? You got a Polaroid up there. Remember when you could take a picture and the Polaroid would come out, you shake it out a bit to dry it out, and then you'll see the image. You wouldn't actually have to wait a week for your picture to be printed out. Singer sewing machine. My mum had one of them, and lots of women in the UK had singer sewing machines. Those were the days when you would actually sew a lot of the time your own clothes. Huh. They've even got an IKEA bag. How many of them have I got? Oh. I see where what we got around there? Okay, we've got more cameras. We've got computers. That looks like a ZX. Is that a ZX81? 96. It looks like a Z. Is that a ZX? Or is it Commodore? So look, 96.
They look hard. They do look good.
96 is a ZX Spectrum.
You tried, like, once you get
ZX Spectrum, that was designed by Sir Clive Sinclair. He made that C5, the C5 car, the electric car, one of the first electric cars. I mean, it's not in production, but yeah. Got loads of different cameras. Different design. That 117, that looks like an Instamatic. Agfomatic, it's an Agfomatic, 117. Yeah. Fuji Color. The Canon EOS, they're more. That's more around this time. The EOS, they got like EOS 200, EOS 2000D, EOS, yeah. And you got typewriters, IBM electric typewriter there. That camera up the top, number 55, the red one, that was a really that was like in the 60s kind of real hip telephone. If you had that, you were considered like really stylish. And number 59, that's like a your brick mobile phone. Number 60, another Panasonic brick mobile phone. They were, one of the first mobile phones that people used to walk around with in the city in the 80s. Yeah. If you had a system like that in the 60s, 70s, you definitely have a phone like that with it. And then you got, you got your Sony Walkmans, you got your VHS, and you got your Betamax tapes. You got your 8-tracks there. Your cassettes, wow, all contemporary design, and you have your Technics. That looks like a Mark 1 19. Is it a Mark 1? SL1200 Mark? Yeah, SL1200. That's the Mark 1. That's the original one. That. And then you have your boombox. We used to take them down to the park back in the day when I was young, and we'd play our music. We'd play our taped, the tapes that we recorded on the radio onto tape, like Roddy Gunn, and stuff like that. When Rodigan used to have his Sunday night session, would tape everything, and then we'd play it back on our boomboxes. That TV, that's one of the first ones that was around when Queen Elizabeth was during her coronation. That came out around about then, and a lot of people, their first TV and their first major TV event was watching Queen Elizabeth's coronation. That was in the 50s. Wow. Lots of different stuff. Shoes and more shoemaking. Okay, so we've got an Apple. That's on the left. That's the very first Apple computer. That came out round. I would say that came out round about 1980, something like that. Probably 80, 81. I think. Let me just have a look and see if I can find out. I remember that one. I remember my accountant having that Apple Mac computer, and he used to do all my accounts on them. And when I saw it, I thought, wow, I'd love to have a computer like that with a floppy disk. Let's go around here and have a look. See what we've got around here. Okay, we got Tarot. That's a really good nick. Look at the state. That's mint condition. The same as that. In really mint condition. Olivetti Valentine. How comfortable would these chairs be? They look kind of backbreakers to me. Not that comfortable, but that's design. It has to be innovative. So you have to have loads of failures to make something decent, I guess. I want to go back and see those Apple. I've just seen something around the corner that I have. I will show you. Yes, the Crocs. Everybody's got Crocs. Now those wellies, they look very durable, shall we say.
Mess it up as soon as you put something on. You'll look out of place.
Alright, let's go back to and have a look at the Apple side.
Remember those ones?
When I first saw the introduction of the iPhone 7,
Do you remember when we used to have long wave and medium wave radios?
everywhere. Exactly.
Got your Walkmans. I had a Walkman like that one over there
Have you had
back in the day with headphones like that.
devices? By the way, that's the thing.
And you got your PlayStation 1, your original PlayStation. Look at that. Got your original PlayStation.
Have you had the iPod Mini one? That was insane. Awesome iPod. I think actually that iPod
That stereo system would
is one of the best.
probably still
iPods
sound
I've
good
ever
today. Even though you
I
wouldn't
wish
be able
they'd
to really use the
shown
cassette, but
iPods that was like
when we had the dual cassettes, we used to be able to take from one tape onto another and give to our friends.
like that one I sold, and then my iPod Nano is
Your
battery
iPods,
just
your iPhones.
I forget the replace it with like what's new. But like this is why I remember.
Oh. That's kind of an interesting place, this design museum.
Then I told you. I was saying that.
Alright, let's go down this way.
Like literally boiled. Wait, what does boiled milk look like?
Well, folks, that was quite interesting. This is the first time I've been to the Design Museum, and it's not going to be the last. So, if you're ever in London and you ever fancy seeing somewhere, why not pop down? And if you like this video, you know what to do, folks. Hit that like button and that subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you again.